of 79 career appearances. Redemption, but for whom tonight? De La Hoya, important for him to establish the jab with that left jab. He's had a cortisone injection in his left hand. World Championships. Mosely got into the body there. Oh, but he has to take some sharp punches from De La Hoya, who looks needle sharp early on.
He's staying pretty straight up.
But he caught De La Hoya there with a left hand and seemed to momentarily rock him, Glenn.
He did. Definitely hurt De La Hoya with that left hook.
Not a proper light middleweight yet after only 3 rounds in this division.
Left hook.
Sharp work again, De La Hoya, left and right. A battle of wills and skills and maybe shifting strategies here. Sweet boxer and a cutie, but of his 38 wins, he's got 35 knockouts.
Well, you've got to respect that. He is a puncher, albeit at lightweight more than ever, but you know, he can bang. But it's De La Hoya who's getting off first, and that jab causing Mosely a few problems.
Mosely really went for it with a countering right, didn't manage to find it. That's what he's going to try and do.
De La Hoya carrying those hands a little low. We have to watch that with the speed of Mosely.
This is a thinking man's fight, to be certain. Good body shot there. De La Hoya electing to outbox the boxer. One of the keys here could be if one of them can find something for the difficult ones, not take easy options. De La Hoya continues to... Here's round 3. Of course, he's changed trainer since the first fight. De La Hoya together. There's been no silly ballyhoo in the build-up. 2 very classy guys. Right hand from Mosely. Hands around the temple of De La Hoya.
Well, it's definitely a different performance from De La Hoya.
He whipped in the left hook as well there. In a way, Mosely at the moment, early on anyway, is being beaten in his own game, the speed game.
Well, will the strength, the extra strength and power of De La Hoya tell in the later rounds? Mosely's just out of distance. He's just hitting thin air. De La Hoya's in and out so quick.
De La Hoya just looks so much smoother.
It's concern, I think, from Jack Mosely that Shane is not up in the tempo, that he's not listening.
After the first win. And after the first win. And a left hand. And maybe a clash of heads as well. There was a clash of heads. And it's cut De La Hoya. It's a minor cut, only a minor cut by the side of the eye for De La Hoya, even if it was accidental.
De La Hoya going for the body and the heads clashing again.
Yep, round.
Good shots from De La Hoya there.
It's getting a bit rougher on the inside, this. Heads banging together. And listen to the crowd as they go toe-to-toe for the first time almost.
Well, they know they're boxing at the moment, but they know this fight will ignite. Again, Mosely just left.
By the way, was saying that Mosely gives you feints and misdirection. You have to know the difference between the real openings and the traps when you fight him.
Solid right there from De La Hoya.
Mosely gets in with the right hand a couple of times. The second one land flush. De La Hoya took it okay.
Hands a bit more to try and get the speed.
Well, Vargas hit him a few times, but De La Hoya produced a brilliant finish that night from Mosely. Found a couple of openings there. Huge respect between these two. Still the battle for outright control of the fight going on, but how about that from De La Hoya? Lovely little uppercut on the inside.
Good uppercut from Mosely as well.
Yeah, he came back with something, didn't he? The last fight got better and better as it goes on. And there, Mosely whips in 2 hooks.
Good work from De La Hoya. Now it's warming up.
Football-style roar around Vegas, and Mosely goes back to his corner with his hands raised aloft after what was his best round so far. De La Hoya, so sweet and classy out of the ring, says Emmanuel Stewart. Counter left hook, but then a left back again from Mosely. De La Hoya loses his balance. There's those feints from Mosely. And they'll earn a lot more from that if the pay-per-view returns in America are as big as they say they're going to be. Good right hand. What a classy shot that was from De La Hoya. Found a beautiful angle for it, whipped it in.
That's a measure of the concentration. They only need a split second to see that gap and get the shot in.
More lateral movement from De La Hoya. Ford, one of the usual Nevada judges, but Stan Christodoulou is an outstanding official from South Africa, and Anak Hontongkam, who's been around the big fights for years, from Thailand. Those are the three guys scoring it. So far the fight not quite hitting the heights of the first meeting, possibly.
But that gap just closing a bit as Mosely, I think, is just starting to roll forward and get some better punches on.
Fellas fought each other, and of course they met when they were 11 and 12 years old. Oh, there's the right hand, and this time the feint was from De La Hoya with the left. Out somehow after that.
Well, De La Hoya getting the punches off there.
Furious fists from Mosely. Hand that travelled at the speed of sound, it seemed. This is a De La Hoya round.
Yes, this is definitely De La Hoya just showing a super level of concentration.
And getting the job done.
In the first fight. Oscar De La Hoya here, a great thinker as well as a great fighter.
The question I'd ask him is, after 2 defeats to Forrest, where else was he going to get $4.5 million?
De La Hoya in there a little bit.
And that's a sign, I think, a first sign maybe, that Mosely knows he's not getting the job done in the way that he would have hoped beforehand. He was insistent his speed and movement would do it again for him. But the speed has largely come from Oscar this time.
He always does come straight back.
Good uppercut, Mosely, after that combination from De La Hoya. Good shot, but only one. And then the jab was firm, too. Better from Mosely, and the left hook to the body.
He's getting fired up. Mosely in there. Wonder.
Mosely. The cutie has been out-cuted so far. The miss by the eel that De La Hoya has resembled at times tonight.
Two good right hands there from De La Hoya.
Way back in '93 at 9 stone 4, and here he is up at 11 stone, having mopped up at every weight in between. Isn't he entitled to do the job this way if it works for him?
Sure, that's why he's won so many titles and got such great longevity.
Again, head clash. Oh, it's a beautifully timed countering left hook from De La Hoya this time. Better from Mosely that time. Oh, and a body shot was a fierce right hand.
On the back foot a little bit more now.
I think that body shot's hurt him.
Yeah, he's trying to dig them in. He's looking for the solid body shots. I think Mosely knows that.
There is another body shot followed by a left hook to the head, and then a right. This is the best spell maybe yet for Mosely, managing to do it.
You have these body shots.
What have we got here, Glenn? 2 more left hooks. Big round for Mosely. And all the trouble, I think, started with that right to the body.
Yeah, I think that's what did it. The body punching, but he's coming in with good head punches now. And again, the left hook.
He's measuring De La Hoya for size, or trying to. The blood flows again from the injured right eye of De La Hoya, who's caught again in the 9th.
Well, this is where we'll get a test of De La Hoya's courage.
Oh, if that had landed clean, it might have taken De La Hoya's head off.
He's going to have to show that grit, that determination. Mosely's on a run.
Mosely starting to tee off on De La Hoya, who's lost the speed and elusiveness. Maybe it was that body shot that did it. He needs the break, De La Hoya.
He does. I think he's starting to tire. He's losing his game plan a little bit, just coming apart.
Mosely won it down the stretch in LA. Can he produce something dramatic in the late rounds here? Another body shot from Mosely to end the round. Riding too high and stopping the body shots before the fight. It's not really riding that high tonight. It is a bit, isn't it? Just a bit round the side there. And again, Mosely starting to wing away with these left hands. But all the best fights need twists and turns, like a good book. Different chapters. Mosely hasn't really built on what he did in the last round. De La Hoya's got off pretty lightly so far in this session and whips in his own left hook. It might have hit the glove, to be fair.
A little bit, because they're so talented, so skilled.
Oh, De La Hoya gets the better of those exchanges. Much the cleaner punches.
Mosely anxious, rushing in there.
Trying to make that cut worse. Trying to gamble. The boxer's become the brawler.
Yeah, he had to try and do something, but De La Hoya's round for me.
Feeling, from me, coming from Jack Mosely in that corner tonight. He's been on Mosley's case from an early point. It's not a positive kind of corner, is it, that? He was very slowly out the stalls tonight, certainly Mosely. He left himself with a mountain to climb on the scorecards, and that's why now he really has to go for the knockout. Punching around.
Getting much off in this round, a bit quieter.
Left hook, good shot. Mosely sent the sweat spraying under the lights. But De La Hoya seems okay. The right hand looked heavier. Here goes Mosely. Listen to the crowd. It's another storm for De La Hoya to weather before he gets to the finishing line. Gum shield has come out for one of the fighters.
Good shots from De La Hoya.
It's Mosley's gum shield.
And De La Hoya pours it on, lets the shot score.
Tell you what's a key factor for me in this fight. Mosely's not as fast at 154 pounds like middleweight.
That's definite. He's strong, but
the move up has cost him the thing he really had over De La Hoya first time.
He had the speed.
Over 16,000 fans here, and altogether 46,000 watching either on screen or here at the arena in Vegas. No, 3 minutes. And Mosely really just has to throw everything at De La Hoya. He has to. He must do. De La Hoya knows that, though, and goes for the big finish. That's the fighting spirit of this man. He's not content to just ease his way through. And that's a cracking right hand from Mosely, and De La Hoya wanted to hold on, Glenn.
Yeah, he did. That was a good one. He didn't use that overhand right. He did there.
Even bigger punch of the fight from Mosely, that one. Right hand, and again De La Hoya takes it to Oscar De La Hoya, because he wants to have this kind of finish to his fights, but he's letting Mosely maybe have a chance in the fight that Mosely might not have had De La Hoya boxed a bit more conservatively. Maybe he thinks, Oscar, that it's closer on the cards than we think. And unless there's something very dramatic, very late, it looks like De La Hoya is going to get his revenge. Another cracking shot. He's picking them quite beautifully at times, De La Hoya.
Good boxing on the retreat from De La Hoya. Good counter punching.
Let's be honest, for most of the way, he's done a number on Mosely tonight.
He has. He's just been one step ahead all the way through this. Last 10 seconds.
Apart from that crisis in round 9, you're going to get the bell any moment now. Unless something very weird has happened, it's redemption for Oscar De La Hoya. He avenges the defeat of 3 years ago. We think so anyway. Here we go, Michael Buffer.
From the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, we go to the scorecards. All 3 judges, Dwayne Ford, Stanley Christodoulou, and Anek Hamtongkam, scored this contest 115 to 113 to the winner by unanimous decision, and new
Mosely has got it!
champion of the world!
I do not believe that. Mosely has got it on points.